Hey guys, it's me, Kat, and you're at the Night Sky Within. I want to talk about a couple fundamental things really quickly just to get us started. So, whenever we want to do spiritual work, we want to do these three foundational practices. You want to clear your space. Physically clear it if you possibly can, because when there's cluttered items, physical items, they're just as messy as your spiritual items that we're going to clear as well. So if you can find yourself a nice clear space, if you can't, you just use what you have. Don't not do spiritual work just because you don't have like boxes ticked, whatever. If you can clear your space, it will be helpful. It will be helpful for your clarity purposes. And you're also going to clear your spiritual or etheric space. And we can do this with sound. You'll frequently see me using a sound bowl. Sound, everything in life is energy, noise is energy, so we're clearing it. We're raising the vibration to a place where the lower things don't affect us and they're literally pushed out of our space. So we will do sound. There's all different frequencies you can use or delve into, but truly your intention matters and you use your sound. You can clap, ring bells, do all kinds of other things. And then there's also clearing your space. You can smudge with sage. I also always have a stick of cinnamon, and I have Palo Santo. There are a plethora. For as many practitioners, I imagine there is an herb or spice or blend that people use to clear junk out of the space that they don't want interfering in whatever spiritual practice they're about to engage in. So we clear our space, and then we want to set boundaries. We are protecting. We're protecting our cleared space from unwanted energies or items or people or anything like that getting into our protected space that we're about to do our spiritual work into. So you can do a crystalline grid, which can be as simple as I have mine set up at all times and I activate it as I feel necessary. Our intention, again, our greatest tool. So you just set them at the corners. If you're fancy and you have a compass, you can set them at the directions, north, northeast, southwest. However you want to orient it or however in depth you'd like to use it, that feels in line with your practice. You can use, some people use salt or other herbs or spices to help clear and physically make the space, which helps us to energetically and etherically make that boundary of space. You can simply intend and envision protected space as well. So you can use the Merkaba, you can use a pyramid, you can use a sphere. You can also, it's a wonderful, beautiful idea to call in your spirit guides and spirit guardians, however you want to name them. Angels, loved ones that are passed over. If you have gods or goddesses that you use in your practices, this is when you would call them in to protect your space in your spiritual work. So once we have cleared our space, physically and etherically, we have protected our space, and you also always want to try to be in a safe, quiet, undisturbed space when you're doing spiritual work. It will help you to be more effective. Then we are going to ground. I'm going to have a series of videos linked to this video just for references of each process to make it that much easier when you are starting out on your journey. So grounding helps you come into your consciousness, into the present moment, into your present physical space. So once you are in that moment, it helps you to be able to access and allow and be very conscious and not reactive or hiding or any of those things that got you to the place that you needed to work on in the first place, but a nice, clear, centered place to start your work from. You can be super intentional about the work you're about to proceed into. So again, our big three is what we will be doing, or what I will be referencing you to do before you start any work with me, is to clear your space, put a protection or boundaries, and to ground into yourself. Those are your big three things that you want to do before you do any real spiritual work. Even meditation. You can meditate anywhere, and you can make these as elaborate or as simple as time or life allows for you. So clear the space you're in, calm protection for yourself, ground and center, and then proceed with whatever spiritual work it is that you want to do for the day or that moment or whatever it is you're going to be working on. So really, this was just an introduction to that. I will keep an eye out. I'm going to keep posting videos to help you move through all of those processes, and then we will dive deeper into more fun things after we are good at this good spiritual hygiene work. Love you guys.